Lars.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Well, now that you're here, do you have a couple of minutes for a very quick catch-up?
I sure have, absolutely.
Awesome. Let's take a seat. So tell me, how's your time in Cape Town been so far?
Amazing. Loved it.
Anything special that you want to share with us?
It's all so special here. I'm just in love with it. That's all I can say.
Well, you've been in Cape Town for about a couple of months now, hey?
2.5 months.
Geez, 2.5 months, hey? So tell me, what are your thoughts about our city and would you recommend it to a young professional looking for a new work adventure?
I've met a couple of people who even think leaving it. I just don't understand why. I'm in love with it and I can highly recommend to anybody coming down here. It's just fantastic.
I've been in Cape Town for over 10 years, so I couldn't agree more.
Envy you.
Well, since we're sitting in our beautiful Cape Town office, I have to ask, have you climbed Table Mountain yet?
I did indeed, with the whole family.
And they loved it?
They loved it. They all were extremely exhausted. Some of them even slept 2 hours after, but they all loved it.
Yes, that's part of the experience. I can see you've clearly fallen in love with Cape Town. What are the chances of you relocating?
Not for now, but it will happen eventually because we've bought a second home, and that actually means we will be back, and maybe for good, but not right now.
Wow, congratulations are definitely in order. At least now we know this is not the last time you're going to be visiting us. Have you had many opportunities to socialize with your Cape Town colleagues and get to know them a little bit better?
I did indeed. I had them in my house twice and we really had a lot of fun.
Oh, wow, I really hope they behaved themselves.
They did.
What is your opinion of our creative talent and skill here in South Africa?
I love the creative spirit down here. It's a colorful city and you have the best graffiti in the world. I haven't seen places that are so colorful before.
And can you share any plans to build a closer connection between South Africa and the rest of the incubator market?
A tough question, but I can tell you one thing. I will definitely be one of your most positive ambassadors. Going back, I will come a couple of times and only rate you the highest.
Amazing. Looking forward to it. So what unique skills do you think South Africa has to offer the rest of the markets, and what do you think they can learn from us?
South Africans seem to be those with the most passion, friendliness, warm-heartedness, openness, and problem-solving attitude. And that's something that I really like.
I think I might need to write that down and stick it on a t-shirt. As we know, Incubeta has made a number of acquisitions over the last year. Are there any plans of expanding the incubator community locally?
We have looked at a couple of companies in Africa and it is definitely on the radar. We have changed some of the focus, but Africa is on the radar and we will expand here as well.
Awesome. And are there any particular services or agency types that are on Incubetor's radar for 2022?
Well, two things. Always strengthen your core business. Secondly, strengthen us geographically. And thirdly, adding to our services and especially to the platforms going forward. We're looking for Salesforce services, we're looking for data services, and that's mainly it. There's one particular trend in terms of commerce that we're going to look at. But that's the three.
So what is your general outlook of the year ahead? Are you feeling optimistic?
Always, especially after 2.5 months being in Cape Town.
Lovely. And what business trends do you think will dominate in 2022?
2022, commerce and the development of social commerce.
100% agree. And which technologies should be on business leaders' radars in the year ahead?
Not only for this year, but especially going forward with cookies going away, get your tech stack in order because primary first-party data is going to be the future oil.
Perfect. Now, I know you mentioned you have a meeting, so I wouldn't want you to be late on my account, but let's continue this conversation a little bit later.
All right, thank you. My daughter, who didn't really want to... Oh, we've got a visitor.
Yep, I managed to track you down. I just had 3 more questions for you, and I promise you I will let you get back to business after this. So, what do you think makes a great incubator employee?
A human being without filter, with a lot of curiosity, passion and fun.
Curiosity and fun, love that. So, what's most important to you when looking for a cultural fit?
People without filter. We need very authentic people working for us and those that are always open to help.
So we all know the last 2 years have been very challenging for everyone. What do you want to focus on in 2022 to foster a happy, healthy, and driven staff?
Happy, healthy, and driven. I hope we all get back to some sort of normality. I don't have a glass ball. I've got no idea how future is going to look like. When I left Europe, I didn't expect to come back into a war zone, so I don't know what's going to be in 2 or 3 months. But I hope we all find time to breathe, find some normality, and some time for fun. And I do hope, although we don't want to force it, that people more often come back to office to interact and have fun being together.
On that note, thank you so much for your time, and we are definitely looking forward to welcoming you back to Cape Town very, very soon.
I can promise to be back. I will be back here in May. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Bye.
for having me. Bye-bye. And now back to business.